Excuse me, everyone. I want to clarify that the test we are discussing is directly based on the specific activity you are involved in. It's important to note that this activity is fundamentally linked to the file provided, regardless of whether the file is in video format or audio format. Please make sure to review the file thoroughly, as it forms the basis of the activity and consequently the test. So, it doesn't depend on the units, Doctor. It's also based on the scientific material. But the student doesn't need to review the units. I mean, if they listen to this audio file several times and then take the test, or listen to the video several times and then take the test, they don't need to study the units because the questions are based on the same file. All right, Dr. Alamir, please raise your hand. Go ahead. Hello, Mr. Sabik. Oh, Salem, may God bless you. Just tell me, regarding the questions that don't have a drawing, how do you insert a question that has a drawing? All right. The time is clear for you as a teacher. The time is present. Let me explain. The time is clear for you, teacher. What's the difference between the end of unit test and the activity? The duty of an individual or a group must be explicitly defined and understood by all parties involved. It is crucial that there is no ambiguity or misunderstanding regarding what is expected. This clarity ensures that everyone knows their responsibilities and can perform their tasks effectively. For instance, in a workplace setting, a manager must clearly communicate the roles and duties of each team member to avoid confusion and ensure smooth operation. Similarly, in a community project, the roles of volunteers should be clearly outlined to achieve the desired outcomes efficiently. Therefore, it is imperative that the duty is clear, leaving no room for doubt or misinterpretation. The end of unit test consists of a set of questions on the unit, and the student can take it once, twice, 3 times. The activity could be a video or audio with questions. The assignment consists of questions based on a group of units. Importantly, check activity settings for attempts. Teachers know attempts here are unlimited, but some courses limit to 2. Here, English activities are limited to 3 attempts. All right. In the activity settings here, you will meet here in the number of attempts here. In the number of attempts, the activity is completed. With me like this, I am a teacher. I know this, yes. Here is an unlimited number. In some teaches this or some repetitions, it is only 2 attempts. Here, you have in English or in this repetition, the activity is limited, meaning the student can enter once, twice, or 3 times. There's no problem. All right. There's also a very important point. No, excuse me. Mr. Sami, thank you, but I didn't understand your question. All right. It seems you didn't understand my question exactly. For example, I gave you this assignment. You create a question and upload an image in it, for example, right? Exactly. A drawing. All right, look with me. Focus with me. For example, I'm creating a test. So focus with me. I'm going to the content area and creating a test. Just remember that I'm preparing this test because this isn't your course. I'm making a test like this, okay? And I say, for example, available to users, and I click send. I'm creating this test, and I start making the test questions by clicking on the test options and naming it, for example, first semester test or second semester test or whatever I want. Here it is, test 1 or something like that, test 1. All right. And I start creating the test questions. What kind of question do I want to make? Is it true or false, multiple choice, or what exactly do you want? Let's say, for example, a multiple choice question. So I say it's a multiple choice question, and how do I insert an image instead of the question? Right, doctor. Our dear doctor. Yes, exactly. You want to put an image instead of the question. It's a very simple topic, right? Do you see how I got here? Yes, I click on it like this. What do you see? Do you see it? And I click on it. Then I click on the Insert Local Files option, and I have the image ready. I know where the image is located on my device. So I go to the image, for example, like this, okay? And just as an example, excuse me, Mr. Thani, the image that we are going to insert must be saved as an image. Aren't you wanting to insert an image?
Because the image might, sometimes I have an image in a Word file. Can we get it from there, or must it be saved as an image? It needs to be saved as an image. I put the image to answer your question. I clicked on the word, added it to the question, and put the answers. The answers should be about this image. Then I click send. If I don't put answers and just click send, it becomes question 1 about an image with answers below.
I put the image and it should answer your question. I put the image, then I clicked on the word, and then I added it to the question and put the answer. The answer should be about this image here. And then I click on send. It will show the student a question that is an image with a set of questions. The important thing is, let's say your image is in a Word file, right? Yes, yes. And you want to put this image inside Blackboard, right? You want to do that? Yes, exactly. Let's say, for example, this is your image. This is the image you want to put in Blackboard. Let's assume, for example, that I did not put any answers, and I clicked on the word send. I did not put any answer. In your face, for example, so this question became mine. I now have question number 1. Here I have a question, and this question is about what is the picture of the here, and below it are my answers. Anyway, okay, let's assume that your picture is in a Word file. You want to put this image in Blackboard, right? I'm going to get you an image. This is your image. This is your image that you want to put in Blackboard. Hover over it, press Ctrl+C, then Ctrl+AC, and it opens a question. If it's a true or false question, click here and press Ctrl+V. It warns image disabled, local image removed, because Blackboard doesn't allow image pasting. So what do? It's simple. In Word, press Print Screen, go to Drawing Tool, press Ctrl+V. I stand on it like this and press Ctrl+C, Ctrl+AC, and a question opens. A question opens, and if it is a true or false question, for example, you do not come and click on a true or false question or any question, meaning you come here in this place, and press Ctrl+V. Here he tells you, be careful, the image lock has been disabled and the local image has been removed from the locked content. Why? Because the Blackboard system does not allow cutting and pasting images. So, in this case, what should I do? The matter is very simple. I am in the Word file, it is fine. I press the print screen button like this, print screen, and I go to draw like this. The girl is spraying, meaning I tell him Ctrl+V. All right, it's clear. I selected it like this, and then I pressed crop. So now I have the image. I press save and save the image with a name. Just make sure it's clear. All right, clear. Do you think there's any other question? Thank you. Okay, sorry. I'm going to remove the word test because this is not our approach. So let's not forget that it's very important for everyone to know the difference between the unit-ending exam, activities, and assignments. This should be clear to the students from the very first lecture. Students need to be aware that before the final exam, they must have completed all the tests at the end of the units and activities. All the tests at the end of the units and activities, because after you put the grade, these tests and assignments have a time limit. I mean, this assignment has a deadline, and once that time is up, it no longer appears for the student. So the student can't access it after, for example, week 11 or week 12. It's available throughout the semester, but in week 11, due to system restrictions, he can't submit assignments or participate in any scheduled activities, and he can't receive any grades for them. This important information should be made clear to all the students right from the very beginning, always. When you set up tests, make sure to put them in the test button. Midterm exam, final exam, put all of that here in the test button and start creating your test from my evaluations. If you want to create a midterm exam, you can do it from here. If you want to create a final exam, you can do it from the test button, so the student doesn't have to search for the midterm exam here. For the midterm exam, make an announcement about it 2 weeks in advance or at least 1 week ahead. Announce that the midterm exam will be on such and such day, and it's preferable to schedule it during the lecture time so that you can be online with them. If there's any detail or anything, you can monitor the student while they're taking the test. You can continue your lecture if the test duration is, for example, 15 minutes or something. Is there any detail? Is someone writing anything? Dr. Rasha is asking what we should choose from the evaluations to create a test. Oh, look, Dr. Rasha, when you create a test after the Maghrib prayer, God willing, I'll guide you on doing it correctly without mistake. After Maghrib, we'll learn together. We'll pray and then return to learn test creation without errors. I'll teach you, Dr. Rasha. Diploma students often face issues not with the test or questions, but with settings and appearance. We'll pray Maghrib, which is in Buraida, 1 minute after. We'll return at 6:05 to discuss the test process and settings. We'll clarify any details needed. All right, we'll go now and return at 6:05. Thank you, and may God bless you. Without any mistakes, they envision a specific test creation method, and the test card faces issues due to settings and appearance. So, we will go for Maghrib prayer. In 1 minute, we will go for Maghrib prayer, and we will return at exactly 6:05. At 6:05, I will teach test creation and settings. All right, we will go now and return at 6:05. Thank you, and may God bless you. Just 1 minute. After 1 minute, we will go for Maghrib prayer. We'll come back at exactly 6:05. At 6:05, I will teach you how to create a test and the test settings. So, if there are any details or anything we need to clarify, we can go through them. All right, so we will go now and we will return at exactly 6:05. Thank you, and may God bless you.